All right, hello. So in this section, we are going to deal with identities, trigonometric identities. That's what the unit is. We're going to start with the Pythagorean identity, reciprocal and quotient identities. Look at this unit circle. We've looked at this before when we were dealing with the beginning of the trigonometric functions. So this unit circle has got a coordinate a point xy on the graph with the radius 1. Let's write up the sine and cosine, and for that matter we can do the tangent as well, but for sine and cosine first we can do based on the standard position angle theta. So what you will get is y over 1, so it's right here, y over 1, and then cos theta is adjacent over hypotenuse, which is x. So the coordinate xy on a unit circle can be rewritten as cos theta and sine theta. Great. And based on that, if we have Pythagorean, and Pythagorean says that x squared plus y squared in that right angle triangle equals to 1 squared, therefore I can replace x with cos theta, so cos squared theta plus sine squared theta, that must be equal to 1. And this is considered the Pythagorean identity. And from here, there are two more identities that you can use, and that's exactly basically using the same setup here. If you go ahead, you see tangent of theta, and tangent of theta in this case will be sine of theta over cos of theta. Okay, so if we set that up, the other two Pythagorean identity, which is basically the derivative of cos squared theta plus sine squared theta, is 1. So it is, let's deal with the secant first. So secant squared theta will be equal to 1 plus tan squared theta. That's the next one. And the last one is the cotangent, and that would be cosecant squared theta equals to 1 plus cotangent squared theta. So all of these are considered to be the Pythagorean identity. However, this is the mother of all identities. Okay, that's what they say in mathematics, in the mathematics world. The other ones are derivative of the first one. All right. And so these, you don't have to memorize them if you don't have to. Some schools you have to memorize them. I did. And based on that, you can go ahead and use that to prove identities. Next thing is we need to make sure we know that there are reciprocal identities. We talked about reciprocal identities because we talked about reciprocal functions of the trigonometric expressions. We did cosecant and sine and secant and cotangent. There's x value in there missing, the x argument. And then, so 1 over sine x is cosecant, 1 over cos x is secant, and 1 over tangent is cotangent. That's a reciprocal identity. And then the quotient identity, I just showed you the tangent piece, which is right here. This is the tangent of theta. So, and since cotangent is 1 over tangent, you just have to flip that fraction. So cosine will go on top and sine will go on the bottom, and sure enough, that's what you will have. So these are your quotient identity, and from this point on we use whatever we have at our disposal in terms of identities, and we're going to prove identities. Okay, other identities that are complicated, that are built from the smaller pieces of identities. All right, so let's start with a couple of examples. Let's do prove A. So let's start with the A. We want to prove that sine x times cotangent of x equals to cosine of x. Very simply, what you see is that you need to put all the identities, all the trig identities into the original primary sine, cosine, tangent, so that you can simplify them. All right, and then use algebra. Simple as that. So in here, let's start off with the cotangent. So sine of x, cotangent was cosine of x divided by sine of x. Okay, now usually what we will do, we do a left hand side and the right hand side. So this is right hand side and this is the left hand side. Okay, now once we go through and make sure that left hand side is equal to the right hand side has got cos of x in there. We need to, at the end here, we need to have cos x in here so that this cos x will be equal to that cos x, and then we are done. All right, in this case what we're going to do, we are doing algebra. So we're going to simplify that fraction. Sine x divided by sine x, that's 1. Final answer, cos x. So is cos x equals to cos x? Yes, and that's QED, quod erat demonstratum. That's the Greek phrase for the mystery has been solved. All right, so let's look at the next one. B, same idea. Let's go ahead, change secant and cotangent into the primary ratios and then rewrite. Okay, so secant theta is 1 over cos theta. Cotangent is cos theta over sine theta. Now we're going to go ahead and use algebra to simplify. Cosine theta divided by cosine theta, that's 1. Sine theta divided by sine theta is 1. So the final answer will be 1, and we already have 1, and that's done. That's QED. We just proved that as well. Okay, great. Let's go to the next one. So here is the question C. Let's go through it again. We're going to change all the non-primary trig ratios into the primary trig ratios. So cotangent has to be changed. We're going to leave secant alone on that side, but you can change it to 1 over cosine if you want. So once you do this, notice that you get this compound fraction right here, but you have to go through and actually deal with the algebra. So now you have to add that. So this basically, the common denominator in here is sine theta. Multiply the first fraction by sine theta, you get sine squared theta, and then plus cos squared theta, because cos theta times cos theta, that will give you cos squared theta, and there's one too many, here we go, divided by sine theta, the denominator, all of that over cos theta divided by sine theta. Okay, so now we got to simplify that. What is sine squared theta plus cos squared theta? Well, this is the Pythagorean identity. That's 1. So now, and then sine theta divided by sine theta, that's a complex fraction. You can divide that, okay? So what you will have at the top, you will have 1 on top divided by cos theta in the denominator. And if you look at the other side, the right hand side, the secant theta is 1 over cos theta. So now we got that, QED. Okay, so only algebra. Once you change the identities, you need to go ahead and use algebra to simplify fractions. Okay, that's what you got to do.